Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday, Reading the Red, this sunny September morning. Wow, we are really being blessed. So Jesus today begins a new journey of revelation with regards to exposing Pharisaism, which is Pharisees who have gone astray, who have believed in themselves beyond their capacity. And we also begin a new chapter. We're now on chapter 23 of Matthew, and there's plenty in 23. So in verse 2 we read, "The scribes and the Pharisees," Jesus says, "has seated themselves in the chair of Moses." So the scribes and the Pharisees. So we've got two significant parties in Israel who are really the rulers, who are in effect guardians of the law of Moses. And they have established themselves as leaders in Israel, even though they're in Roman occupation. So the Romans, they came and conquered, but they didn't destroy everybody. They basically used to use the people that had been conquered to manage the land so that the land would produce goods and money for the Romans to become even stronger, which is how they became so strong. So the Jews were part of that occupied territory, and they were basically serving the Romans and the laws of the Romans. But within their own culture, they were also exercising their own revelation truth as well. So although they were occupied, they maintained their identity. And that's what the Jewish nation has been able to do all the way through its history, to maintain its identity. And the reality of that maintained identity is really what's kept them as the nation they are. They're the oldest nation in the world. And the Pharisees and the Sadducees were those guys who really came about to protect Israel's identity. The Pharisees at the time of a guy called, a family called Judas Maccabees, who really protected Israel's culture from Judas, from Antiochus Epiphanes. And as a result of his attempt to sabotage the Jewish nation. And so Jesus is really drawing this focus of exposing Pharisees who have gone astray by revealing to us that they are positioning themselves at the seat of Moses, meaning they are guardians of the law. They think themselves in a way that says they're the instructors of Israel. And in one sense, in the early days, they kind of were. But then they began to introduce subsidiary laws that were a problem to God, because they were man-made laws that God never initiated. And religion always does that. It takes us on a journey away from God because it introduces things that men think, women think that are good ideas, but they're not God's ideas. And so many things that are going on in Christian religions have nothing to do with biblical values. And we ourselves are in a culture where many are being deceived by wrong teaching and wrong perspectives. You know, they have a theology that is not reflective of the biblical values. And the Bible's truths are under attack again and again and again, even in these days, and we're seeing it all around us. But I must stop because there's so much to say. I'll see you on Monday morning. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Jesus.